and welcome to Hobbit 5, Episode 13. I'm Rebecca Platt. H5 is a web series with a new episode each Friday that wraps up the week's key Hobbit production news and so much more, courtesy of thewondering.net, all in about 5 minutes time. So without any further delay, the clock is ticking, let's get right to it. This week, our background once again comes from Wilhelm Ireland Ott IV. Remember to keep sending in your submissions, and who knows, maybe you'll see your background on H5 one day. Peter Jackson has been updating his Facebook page recently. Earlier this week, Peter was kind enough to post a few pictures that seem to show the inside of Gollum's cave, and it looks like you can see Martin Freeman as Bilbo Baggins too. As promised, Jackson posted his first video from the set of The Hobbit. This 10-minute long video looks at some of the sets, gives a glimpse of some of the costumes and weapons, and all the behind-the-scene action in preparation for the first day of filming. If you haven't seen this video yet, do it now. I promise you won't regret it. Will The Hobbit change cinema forever? Jackson and crew are filming The Hobbit in 48 frames per second. Well, you may be wondering, why is that a big deal? Well, usually movies are filmed in 24 frames per second. Filming in 48 frames per second is quite an expensive process, but it captures movement and detail with much greater accuracy. Jackson also calls for cinemas worldwide to switch over to 48 frames per second projection speeds. So, could this be a new change in cinema? Either way, it's going to be a wild ride for sure. A small Lord of the Rings reunion will take place on May 6th as the season finale of Fringe airs on Fox. Actor John Noble, Denethor in Return of the King, plays the character of Dr. Walter Bishop in this hit series. According to TVLine.com, Brad Dourif, who you may remember as Grima Wormtongue in The Two Towers, will join the Fringe cast for the season finale. Mr. Dourif will play Moreau, a brand new character for the series. Thanks to Ringer Irfan for the heads up. Make sure you check out Torrent's Hall of Fire chat this weekend. They continue their chapter-by-chapter discussion of The Hobbit with Chapter 3, A Short Rest. Join other Hobbit fans as they talk about Rivendell, Elrond, magical elven swords, magical dwarven maps, and much more. Don't worry if you've never participated before. These chats are very newbie-friendly and typically last about 45 minutes. You definitely won't want to miss this. This week, our character study is supposed to be Gallion, but since no one has yet been cast in this role, we'll save this character study for another time. So instead, we'll cover Gandalf. From the undying lands of Valinor, Gandalf was sent to Middle-earth disguised as an old man to assist the free peoples in their struggles against the Dark Lord. Gandalf endured many difficult trials and adventures during his time in Middle-earth. He never took a permanent residence and earned many nicknames such as the Grey Wanderer. Gandalf was very fond of hobbits and developed a colorful reputation in the Shire. As Bilbo remarks, Gandalf, who was responsible for so many quiet lads and lasses going off into the blue for mad adventures, Gandalf managed to bring Thorin II out of obscurity and stagnation, mobilizing him and his dwarven kin to seek the Lonely Mountain and to eradicate the dragon Smaug, a quest in which Gandalf recruited the hobbit Bilbo that would change Middle-earth in epic proportions. Gandalf is perhaps one of the most widely recognized Tolkien characters that appears in both major works, The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. Working tirelessly for many centuries towards defeating Sauron, Gandalf used his keen foresight and fiery magical abilities to bring hope to the hearts of men, making him arguably one of the most influential characters who contributed to the victory of the West in the Third Age. Sir Ian McKellen will be reprising his role as Gandalf in The Hobbit. Sir Ian is highly recognizable in theater and film and received a Tony Award, 2 Academy Award nominations, and 5 Emmy Award nominations. He has been involved in various genres of theater, from Shakespeare to fantasy and sci-fi films, such as his role as Magneto in the X-Men films and of course Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings. That's it for this installment of Hobbit in 5. I'm Rebecca Platt and thanks for watching. Stay tuned here each Friday and remember to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Until next time. What are you laughing at?
I'm just laughing.
I'm just drained.
I don't know.
Gotcha.